So I thought I'd film this new project I'm doing. I do plenty of projects, but I've actually would like to document this one, I think. It's going to be a 2002, at least the cab is going to be a 2002 regular cab short bed Silverado. It's currently two-wheel drive. I'm getting a four-wheel drive frame under it, a 6-liter LS, a 4L80 transfer case, and gonna make it an all-wheel drive 4x4 turbo LS street truck. This is the introduction to it, I guess. This is how it looks present day. The bed is junk. It's not going to be staying on there. The cab is in really nice shape. The interior is really nice. I have the door panels and all the missing trim pieces except the headliner. I need to get a new headliner. I got this truck for free in exchange for helping a buddy with some of his projects. This is going to be kind of my intro to boosted applications. I've done plenty of LS's and what have you, but everything naturally aspirated. It's currently not got a motor in it. You'll see that here in a second. This frame is actually going to be going away. It's a two-wheel drive frame. It was actually sideswiped in the front, and initially the plan was to repair it. I have a spare frame section sitting back here that I was going to put in, but you know, it kind of just snowballed, and I was like, well, if I'm doing a frame section, I'd rather do it to a all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive chassis because of where I live and what I want to do with this truck. Four-wheel drive is kind of the game plan. So this is the truck I got for free, kind of basically as it is. It was a little dirtier, and that's about it though. So that started, and then a few days after I received it, my other buddy happened to have a four-wheel drive frame that he didn't need. So that brings us to over here. This frame is an 02 all-wheel drive extended cab frame, or sorry, four-wheel drive extended cab frame. Let me jump up here. It's really straight, no serious rot, plenty of surface rust, but that's kind of a given with this truck, or these year's trucks. So it's in really good shape. I'm gonna pull this in the workshop soon and figure out what I need to shorten. I think it's about 24 inches I need to take out of it. I just got to figure out where. Should be pretty straightforward. Only problem is this front diff is 373, which is probably what I'll keep. The rear end I have under the regular cab right now is 342 or 346, whatever it is. So I'll need to get a 373 rear diff. So a few days after I got the truck, I got this frame for $300. So far into the whole project, $300 if you're keeping track. I had bought a 4L80 off Marketplace for $100. That was a core that needed help. It had a pump failure, but for $100 it's worth it. Sorry about the fan noise, but it's sitting here. It was very dirty, but I took some time and cleaned it. Following that, I was just scouring Marketplace for other used parts, and I came across this truck. So now I got this truck. This is a 2000 Sierra 2500, not the HD, but the 2500 light duty, I guess. But it had a running 6.0 and a running 4L80. It's also four-wheel drive, not that really matters. This is just a parts truck. But I got it for $1,000. So far the running tally is $1,400. I mean, it's not bad, but it is a parts truck. I don't have a title for it. So this truck is already spoken for. My buddy who I bought the frame off of is actually taking this one to finish some of his projects with. But this is not a bad truck. I'm going to take the bed off of this one to put on the single cab. It's a much nicer bed. Tailgate as well, tail lights. There's trash in there. But basically that kind of brings us to where I'm at right now, where I decided to turn the camera on. So I have the 6-liter LQ4 sitting right here, just pressure washing it. It's soaking in oven cleaner right now. It was filthy, but oven cleaner does a pretty good job. So this 6-liter will get a cam, springs, basically a refresh. Might do cylinder hone. It's a little glazed, but we'll see. This is kind of a budget build. So I thought I'd move inside. Oh, bug zapper's going off. So this LQ4 came out of that parts truck. It was a running, driving truck. It had a misfire, but it was obviously not a very maintained vehicle, so I'm not too concerned about it. I'll do a leak down on this and figure out what's up with it. I doubt it's anything, noteworthy. Everything looked pretty good coming apart. Spins over super nicely. But it's got 250,000 miles, kind of what you'd expect for that. So I'm thinking it's going to kind of be a mixture between a sloppy turbo and the Richard Holdener turbo kit. I like certain aspects of both builds. I'm probably going to go with the GTX 3584 RS that Richard Holdener recommends, as this is going to be more of a daily driver friendly, not making crazy horsepower, just kind of fun burnout truck that drives well. Because I don't want a huge converter, I don't want a huge cam. I'll likely do like a sloppy stage 2 or just something pretty mild. I like mild cams. Probably just do eBay hot side and an eBay cold side. This is going to be a learning experience, so I'd rather learn on a cheap kit rather than learn on an expensive kit. So pack 1218s, full gasket set, kind of the basic LS turbo build, nothing crazy. Do some head studs, LS9 gaskets, what have you. So this should be a good solid base, and I think it'll be fine. I mean, if it's not, it's an LS. I've got more of them. I can throw another one together. This is the 4L80 out of the truck that I bought. It has obviously been refreshed, or it's a reman unit or something, because it's clean and had a nice new Atlantic torque converter in it. It'll be the wrong stall, so I'll have to replace it anyways. But I'll likely just do the HD2 kit in this one, and maybe the lube mods, the dual feed mods that people recommend online. It's just, like I said, it's just going to be a cruiser that has a lot of power and handles nicely, so it doesn't need to set any world records. As far as transfer case, down here it's kind of hard to see, but that's an NP261 that came out of, it's probably something that was like that parts truck that I bought. It's a manual shift, has low range, high range, typical manual transfer case type of deal. Instead of doing the electric case, I'd rather not have the electronics to deal with. Just have a nice lever that you grab when you want to use four-wheel drive. So that kind of sums up, the introduction and what the plan is. Hoping this doesn't take too incredibly long. It's a lot of simple stuff, just time-consuming things. Hope you guys follow along and enjoy it. If you have any ideas or tips or tricks, just let me know. Thanks, guys.